Alright, welcome back. I think I saved. Hopefully I did. We're on the trial day 1. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of a prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Not like someone else I know. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Which picture a prosecutor as vicious as me multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty. Wait. He's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. No. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! It's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecution. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. It's because I haven't been training. My power's a week again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's time. Let's hit in. Game time. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma. Is the prosecution ready? You seriously think that it would stand here and not completely prepared? But right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Or nothing, of course. This should be fine. The prosecution may call the first witness. So this guy, is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? Well, detective in charge. I call the detective in charge. Gumshoes first to see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. About 10 p.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. There was only one! Only one! Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. The overhead map of the court. Decided the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma, yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. Just slam down your gavel and say the words guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. The arrest of Edgeworth. I'm gonna save here. That way I've got... I don't have to go through all the dialogue again. The man called into the station around 30 minutes after the night. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now I didn't suspect him of anything at all. The next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Give me cross-examination attorney now. I'm again going to say, I probably should have said after the testimony. Back. Man was called. Who is this man? Received a call from a man? Or, yep. You said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? The woman and the man who called the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different two witnesses. Yeah, but I wanted to know who the man was. The testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I have summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping well hard. Good next, detective. We hit the scene as fast as we could. We found Edgeworth. What was he doing? Like when you saw him. Well, when I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. Find any clues on the body? A single gunshot! A single gunshot! Shot in the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bones, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts the bullet into evidence. Perfect! What do I have in my evidence that I can... Hold on, I gotta... I like the way how I save every time I receive evidence, because I feel like I'm gonna screw something up. I need to stop doing that. I just need to be confident and go with it. This man! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. How exactly is the evidence in the statement just... No, they aren't. Are they? Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. Have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutor. Detective, the court isn't interested in your things. Deep trusting? I've never heard so many comments of this actually take over those words. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue now. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. A murder weapon? Pistol. That's a gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, so sorry, Your Honor. What about the pistol that's made decisive evidence? Evil evidence. There were fingerprints on the pistol found on the boat. There are clear prints from Mr. Risner's hand. What? Order, order. Sherman's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. I accepted the evidence. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the pistol fired from this pistol? Yes. Ballistics marking on the bullet matches the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistics marking? Shocking. It means that the... okay, I'm going to try to describe it real quick before the game does, clearly, because it's probably going to say it in the game. Essentially, when a bullet is fired out of a gun, the barrel has specific notches or markings that affect the bullet in some way, and it leaves like a pattern on the bullet, I believe. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves a distinctive mark on each bullet it fires. We examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired with this pistol. This pistol, as may recall, was recovered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order. This is bad. This makes Edgeworth look like... this looks like Edgeworth did it. Hello, Judge? Besides, almost decisive. Yes, honestly. I declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak no more, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will make a brief break. I will call my witness after recess. What's the last 10 minutes? Judge, yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. This court will take 10 minutes recess. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Fingerwords were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Is that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. Don't know? Were you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. There's another shooter. There's another shooter. I had a suspicion, but what's confusing to me is how the bullet that was in the body matches the pistol that was in Edgeworth's hand. But why did Edgeworth have a pistol to begin with? This is all very confusing. The other man fell from the boat. I can say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. I thought at the time he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Oh, what? Any progress in the matter? Sorry, it's no good. I don't know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? Well, I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. You never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, so sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. That's a lot of heart. Take your stand. A lot of heart. You are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understood? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. Very well. Testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. I looked out the window. I saw two gents in a boat. And then there was another bang. That doesn't make any sense because there was only one gunshot. There wasn't a nary thing on the lake, but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, you have to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted into evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I remove people from this courtroom if I do have not have any order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot. Yes, and it was the defendant, Mr. Nick. Order. I will have order. Well, Judge? The evidence is decisive. I have very doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they're all read guilty. Or do you claim to have a contradiction to our testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You'll only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. I thought I will have held a contempt of court. Contempt of court, you know. Yes, I understand. But what are you going to do? What are you going to think? Yeah, I do. There was only one... He only got shot once, so where'd the second bang come from? I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tis. Very well. Pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. So you weren't looking at the lake at this time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. You're not getting to my point here. Are you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Oh yeah, sure. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Okay, I'm gonna save here because I want to show that there's only one bullet that came out of that gun. So there couldn't have possibly been two. There could only have been one. There's the prints. Fired. Oh, it was fired 3 times. Why was it fired 3 times? It's somewhere around here. I know it is. One of these about the gunshot has to be something related to the So you clearly see the 2 men. Look at the photo, clear enough for you. Uh-oh. I'm gonna press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. But you saw them. The photo, the best look elsewhere for your person's contradictions. You jumped in quick, he's hiding something. I'll find out about this. You sure about that? Yeah, sure. You got to be. I'm pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Like, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I... Sustained, yes, of course. It's not letting me get further than 2 words. Huh? Yeah, well, yeah. Why were you camping there anyway? Firstly, I was taking pictures to use in my research. Research? Yeah, press further. Start. To be more specific about your research. What does the witness' motive of camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing, I subject. Now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Enough. We've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony with nothing but your honor. You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize you for further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick. Honest testimony is fishy. Yeah, real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? Very well. Who's that? It's me. Something wrong? Do you need... No, I do not. Not a heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lana, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lana. What's the big deal? Treat me like some sort of criminal. I saw him. I swear I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yeah, yes, of course. Your word. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of the court and must leave. No. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Is that right, mister? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Just sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I cannot. Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again, but he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My FA, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. I have to do the rest. Good luck. I care not for melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction here. Sure, begin your cross-examination. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man in the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. I can't squander Mia's efforts. I know, we have a photo of exactly what you saw. It's hard to tell, right? Like, hold on. Hold on. Like, think about it. You took a photo of it. You're perjuring yourself, aren't you? I don't know if that's the right term, but... Objection! Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim to have saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Mr. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. Good. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back to my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. And when I heard that noise out of the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See, no problem. Well, the binoculars aren't entered as evidence. You use binoculars? Very well. Your cross-examination. This one's better be good. Doesn't that contradict the other statement, though? She saw no one there. I want to know more about binoculars. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out there for looking for shooting stars, correct? Yeah? Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Is that really to take pictures of meteor showers? Camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Yes, you're right. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be certain consequences. Well, that's right. Do you wish to press further? Yes! So make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. This is perhaps the key to the entire case. Therefore, I will continue the line of questioning. Oh, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart. You'll testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. Meteor shower. I have something, though. I have something interesting. I have a news article. Don't do that. Let me choose the lake to photograph meteors. If the fog gets thick on the lake, it's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking straight. No, wait a minute. I want to say... I want to present this article. Of course it's nothing. Of course it's nothing. I was going to say she's actually looking for the monster, not the other way around. It's just what? The camera itself, maybe? Yeah, it's the camera itself. Okay, yeah. You're photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Because the camera was pointed towards the lake. Yeah, okay, I got you. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take pictures of the stars, Miss Hart. Yes, you're right. What are you driving at? The witness is not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly should show evidence? Your Honor, take a look at this. She wanted to know about that! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. That's the sighting of at Gordy's lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof of nothing. Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph Gordy. I have proof, I think. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. I gotta save, I didn't get to save, so. It's the overhead map, isn't it? It's gotta be the overhead map, because if you think about it, she's got it pointed, like, covering the entire lake, right? Here's my proof, it's simple. If it's that simple, then why have you obviously made an error? Go home, consider a career change! This is the proof, Miss Hart. It's your own camera. It was the camera again. Of course it was. The camera was set to take noises, photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when the gun was fired. And here, this article about Gordy, according to this article, Gordy made a loud noise. Of course, well, I thought if I, you know, yeah. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set the camera to respond to loud noises. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought the camera was just the camera. It had nothing to do with the loud noise part. I knew that was a part. I just didn't know it was part of the evidence again. Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take photos of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are you all lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. Well, you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. It's nothing more than that. The witness. It's not right. Something's not right at all here. Hey. She's second he said, so what? It's nothing. Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? I don't know. I'm really good at saving and then screwing up everything I do. Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. It's hard. Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy in the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, and it has to. I'm going to spot it. Lana's new testimony. Like the 15th testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. You're a journalist. You're an investigative journalist. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out there by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart to hope and fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross the witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. It does if she's got credibility. If she's been lying this whole time, her credibility goes down. That is not how this... You can't just go, liar. You can't just bring up a witness that's been lying the whole time to the court and presume that... Yeah, there's no need to waste more time on that. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. Begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Huh. That would be first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will have to let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so I have a question. I don't think my question has changed. And that is, did you write the article? If it's a photograph, yep. You get your photo and you sell it to the press. It's the kind of business. Hey, I was taking photos at my sister's graduation. Guess what? What? UFO just hanging around in the sky. UFO. You know, I don't know if about a UFO, yeah. That's when I had this sort of revelation. I know it should become an investigative journal. I can see. Kind of shaky business, or by a basis of a career. Photograph the monster, okay. There's no sense to press that. I've got to save, so. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Like, yeah, they even had him on TV. I'm not sure that appearing the local TV news rumors of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright. This is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Got a little lake. I think that's pretty clear. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually, Mr. Wright, whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep it quiet. Second, what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I thought it would have expected. I don't have party crackers anymore, do I? I would have said, what if it was that? It doesn't change much, though. Gotta watch the thing the whole time. I feel like I don't need to press on that. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. She heard a bang and thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at the boat. What? What do I do now? What are you giving me? Let me look at that for. Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hope these pops. I'm getting there. He's right. Yeah, it's the newspaper, I got you. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you were far from normal. What? Y'all step over here and say that? You were camping that likes to take a picture of a Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake to see if there was any sign of the Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Or to continue, Mr. Wright. You justified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You would need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that you all mentioned it, I did sort of take binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss! Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, I got a photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo in. Witness, that's enough. You had a long day. Shut your pile. Shut my what? What's going on? She took the photo in what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. Can't tell who's in the photo. She's shooting it. That's why she enlarged the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of my... Yeah, she's gonna enlarge it. Press it! I wouldn't find... I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. There's my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Hedgeworth. Well, we're here to find justice, so, I mean, like... We find the truth. We find the truth. It's hard. Look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been present in this report? Because it does not exist. What are you talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place, you old fool. What is the meaning of this, Von Karma? It's hard. Show the photograph to the court, show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Still can't see who's firing in this. It could be defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. Yes, for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. Something's not right here. That is why I requested she not show it. This means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta-Hart. And none too soon, that was a flagrant waste of my time. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to win this trial had begun. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could be required? Nothing, of course. Not a decisive witness. Lied on court multiple times. I believe this time my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. Has to be clued in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? I want to eject to it. I can't think of what other evidence could possibly be that way, right? Right? Like, think about it. It's a bit tough. But I would show other evidence, but I can't think of any other evidence that would work, right? Like, I would want to see my list. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence. I believe you spent enough time. I guess you're just not going to let me do that, huh? I'll let it play out. Put this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. Well, then I guess object. Your Honor, there's something deciding. Well, I mean, I guess that I was assuming object meant remove, but I guess that's cool. This enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you'll show the court what you mean. What about the photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Here's what's strange about this photo. Oh. What is off about this photo? It was by his hip, it wasn't by the... Here, Your Honor, the shooter. I'm sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding... Yeah, look at that! Your Honor, the hand. The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. The man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that it contradicts. It's an overhead. With his right hand! The evidence is clear. The man in the photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the principal murder weapon were Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You have given us a definitive proof today. We now know that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Miss Hart couldn't have. I want to say Larry. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to say Larry. Because the evidence contradicts shooting himself. That can't... The evidence straight up contradicts. It can't be Miss Hart, because Miss Hart was on the other side of the lake. Right. She's a photojournalist. She's got nothing to do with this. Larry's the only guy who could have done it. Which is strange, right? Because didn't we defend Larry? Right. And it was a guy. It's clearly a guy in the photo. Wait, I can't do that. Sacrifice one friend to save another. What's the point? What do you mean? That's why would she set up a camera and then go shoot someone? Why would the photo clearly contradicts it? Unless the photo is fake. The victim shot himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Unless it was a fake photo, which is very well possible. But whoever it is has been lying the whole time. The witness. That's very well possible. So you're saying the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. So very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Suicide is another question. What? An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which he was shot. Distance. The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. That's 3 feet. Wait a minute! No way it could have been suicide. Order. Mr. Vaughn, are you sure the accuracy of that your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Let's see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Consider the situation, the shooter had been the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the person of the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. I don't understand how me saying that it was suicide makes any sense, given the evidence, you know? Just saying. Just saying. But okay. I mean, I guess that leads back to what we talked about before the trial, which was, he killed himself, apparently, according to Edgeworth. But I didn't believe it. I don't know. And then, then also, Edgeworth literally said he was on the boat, so it couldn't have been Larry. I don't know how any of that made sense, but okay. Orders of the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this further. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. December. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? Nah, if you get to be declared at this point. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake, anyway? If you didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel about the thanks that you were... I reconciled the transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. To be continued. Alright, that was one heck of a show. There's some things I have to stop doing, which is save every 20 seconds in a trial because I don't want to screw up every time. And there's some things that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. I swear I'm stupid sometimes, and other times I'm extremely intelligent. But anyways, I'm going to leave this episode off here. If you've got any suggestions down below for what you want me to play, please leave them in the comments below. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode whenever I make it.